So next up is men's singles, and it's a battle of the left-handers. It's the former world #1, Lee Hyun against the former world #2, Kento Momota. So for Lee Hyun, he's a former champion here. Won the title 6 years ago, looking to reach his 3rd final here. And as you can see from the men's singles draw, the quarter-final stage, we had 6 seeds and 6 different nations, 2 from Japan, 2 from Malaysia. At semi-final stage, we've got 3 seeds and 4 different nations represented. And it's only the 3rd time this year that we've had players from 4 different nations at semi-final stage, but it's the 2nd consecutive time because it first of all happened in Thailand and then last week at the Bitburger. So here is a very welcome return for Kento Momota. His last Grand Prix Gold event was way back in 2014 at the German Grand Prix Gold. He lost in the last 16 to a certain Victor Axelsen, who of course is now world champion. His opponent, Lee Hyun, is the #3 seed here this year. There he is. Winner here in 2011. And he had made a return to international badminton when he played this event the year prior to that, 2010. He was promoted from the qualifying, reached the final, but then gave a walkover in the final to Lee Chong-wei. Well, as far as Lee Hyun is concerned, this will be the first meeting between these two as far as the Korean is concerned. This is his 5th appearance here at the Macau Open. And it's his 4th semi-final. Now, how's that for consistency? 2 finals, semi-final in 2006 before the inception of the Grand Prix Gold. His only blip was 2007 when he lost in the last 16 to the eventual champion Chen Jing. In fact, Lee Hyun has either won the title or the other 3 occasions he's played here, he's lost to the winner. But here is Kento Momota, the 23-year-old from Kagawa. And he has gone up 1 place in the world ranking this week to 74, but he has been as high as to 1 week from the 7th of April last year. And after that, he was suspended by his national federation and has only made a return to international competition earlier this year. In fact, he's played 5 tournaments this year and he's been in 5 finals. Now there you can see in the 2nd round he beat the winner of the New Zealand Grand Prix Gold, and in the quarter-final he beat the #6 seed, the man he lost to in the final of the Canadian Grand Prix, Kenta Tsuneyama, his fellow Japanese player. So to the 37-year-old Lee Hyun, former world #1. I don't know why we've got highest ranking of 7. He was world #1 from the 21st of February 2004. He has been in an incredible 14 Grand Prix Gold Tournament finals, having won 8 of them. One of them earlier this year, the Malaysian Masters, when he had to retire in the final when he hit himself in the eye with his own racket. A most unfortunate scenario. Well, there you can see his results so far in the 3rd round against the man who holds the record as the youngest ever men's singles finalist at Grand Prix Gold, Kodik, the left-hander from Indonesia, and in the quarter-final against the #7 seed Chong Wei Feng, another left-hander, in his 2nd consecutive quarter-final here.
And on my left, Kento Momota, Japan. Kento Momota to serve. Love all. Play.
So, our first Grand Prix Gold tournament since 2014 for Kento Momota. He did actually enter the US Open earlier this year, but his ranking wasn't high enough, not even to get into the qualifying.
2-love.
Suspended on the 10th of April last year, suspended indefinitely by his national federation for visiting an illegal casino. His betting was nothing to do with betting on badminton. It's that the casino was not legal. Well, if you ask me, he looks trimmer and fitter than when we last saw him. In fact, the last tournament prior to his suspension, and he completed, he won. That was the India Super Series. Beat Victor Axelsen in the final. Well, this man had a very good Danish Open last month, reached the final. And the Danish Open, one of the premier Super Series, lost to Shrikant Kidambi in the final. Service fault called. Struck above the waist.
4-2.
And the players know what the arm signals are, therefore it doesn't matter what language you speak. Signals are universal. Now, as we're watching Kento Momota, I can tell you that his opponent, yes, is talking to the umpire, just to clarify that. Just don't understand it. Why does a player need to get that clarified? We all know by the arm signal what the fault was for. So 4 of his last 5 tournaments, Kento Momota has had to qualify. It's only the Dutch Grand Prix where he got straight into the main draw. And of course here. And he's having to work his way up the world rankings, starting with international challenger events. He's already won the US International Series, which is even lower than the international challengers. Oh, that's well played, good rally. Then won the Belgium International Challenger, Czech International Challenger, Dutch Grand Prix, and lost in the final of the Canadian Grand Prix. So although he's
7-3.
Played in 4 Super Series tournament finals, won the 4, I hasten to add. He's never actually been in the final of a Grand Prix Gold event. It's Momota I'm talking about. Oof. Not that far away.
7.
Oh, very, very good smash. Perfect placement from Momota.
8-5.
Oh, he really does look in very good physical condition, I have to say, Momota. And that is ominous for the top players in world badminton. Only 5 tournaments towards his world ranking of 74. You really need 10 to get anywhere near a realistic ranking. Oh yes, precision. Got the net cord.
10-5.
Oh yes, my goodness me, he's looking good. You'd never believe he's been out of the top level game for so long. About 18 months, just over 18 months in fact. And he's off to the mid-game interval with a 6-point advantage against a man who's just been in the final of a Premier Super Series. Lee Hyun, no cage because he's an independent player. For Kento Momota. Sato, his coach.
20 seconds. (11-5) play.
Oh, my word. Well,
13-5.
it's wonderful for us badminton fans to have this man back on the world tour. He's an exciting player. And having won already 4 Super Series titles and being ranked world number 2.
Service over, 6-13.
There's no doubting his talent, that's for sure. Good judgment.
Service over, 14.
Well, if you're a Lee Hyun fan, don't despair yet. I often see him look a little sluggish in the opening game, and then he just continues to grind on and wear down opponents and comes back and wins matches. I've seen it time and time again.
15-6.
Oh. Well, he's just toying with Lee Hyun at the moment, this man. He's a pace above him. Delightful.
17-6. 18-6.
I think it's right, Lee Hyun-il, to try and play some attacking shots to stop Momota just attacking him. Missed it.
Service over, 7-18. Service over, 19-7.
Well, I know many fans around the world have been waiting to see the return of Kento Momota, and he's certainly not disappointing at the moment.
Service over, 8-19.
Brilliant. My goodness. Wonderful movement, speed about the courts, excellent execution. And game points galore.
Okay, thank you. Play on. Service over, 20, game point, 8.
First time of asking. And a little over 12 minutes into the match. And Kento Momota has taken the opening game, 21-8. Extraordinary opening game by the Japanese player.
Second game, love all, play.
So Kento Momota, one game to the good, and my goodness, wasn't he impressive in that opening game? Well, I was telling you that Lee Hyun-il has been in good form of late, reached the final of the Denmark Premier Super Series, and just to emphasise what good form he was in the very first round of the Denmark Open, he beat the three-time winner and current Olympic champion Chen Long. In the second round, he beat the defending champion Tanon Sakseng-Sung-Boonsak, and in the semi-final beat the former world number one very recently world #1, Sun Won Ho, in 3 games.
2 love.
Well, he got destroyed in the opening game here, didn't he? A man who's twice finished 4th in the Olympic Games, 3-time Olympian, Lee Hyun. Most desperate position of all to finish, in my opinion. Lose a semi-final, the next day you have to come out and play a bronze medal playoff match. There's desperate disappointment that you're not in the final, and then you have to try and salvage something. Mentally and emotionally, I think it's probably the most difficult matches I've ever played, bronze medal playoff. Not that I played an Olympic bronze medal playoff match. I certainly have in other tournaments, major games. Oh, good retrieving. Yeah.
2-all.
Yeah. A little toss of the racket in the air from Lee Hyun. Indication of his frustration. Well, this man won his first 7 finals that he reached. And that included 4 Super Series, as I say. His first loss was his first tournament in his comeback, the Canadian Grand Prix.
5-2.
So a total of 12 tournament finals for Kento Momota. And he's won 11 of those 12. Incredible statistic in finals. Oh, wonderful.
6.
Well, it's 6 straight points. And I don't think Lee Hyun knows what to try next.
Take play on. Fault. 7-2.
Well, he does look very fluent in his movement, this man. Yeah, one comes to an end finally.
Service over.
7 straight points. Oh, my goodness me.
Service
How
over.
good was that?
8-3.
Yeah, that's good judgment too.
9-3.
Well, this is all one-way traffic at the moment. And it's all in favour of this man. Well, he looks pretty certain, the way he's playing at the moment, to reach his 6th final in 6 tournaments played this year. Kento Momota has gone wide.
11-3 interval.
There he goes to the mid-game interval. And he'll leave love 2 down with an 11-3 lead. Well, that's unusual for Hyun to have a coach. Well, it appears that he's used his time under suspension. Used his time well. Fitter, faster, more eager, more hungry for success. Kento Momota. Missed it.
12-3.
That's landed in. Not sure Momota agrees with that. No overrule from the umpire. No, again, tossing the racket in, to add to his woes, he fails to catch it.
Service over, 13-4.
Well, this is extraordinary. I thought this would be a very, very close contest, but then I haven't seen Momota. Oh dear, now was he stretching his thigh muscle there, Momota? I haven't seen him play since he's back from suspension. I've been following his results and he's been very impressive. But as I was saying, they've been the lower grade of tournaments, international series, international challenges, Grand Prix. Here at Grand Prix gold level, quite frankly, at the moment, he's looking in great form. Class above.
15.
Yeah.
7-15.
That's what he should have been doing a little earlier. Not that I think he was able to do it, just wasn't given the opportunities. But I don't think that Hyun can just sit back and defend against Momota. Another one landed in.
8-15. Service over, 16-8.
Oh,
17.
it's been 16 months since Lee Hyun won his last title. That was at the US Grand Prix Gold last year. And I think his wait for another title is going to continue further, because I can't see him coming back from this. But then you never know, do you?
Service over,
Nothing is impossible in sport.
17.
Short, yeah. Forced the short left by the quality of the net shot from this man.
Service over, 18-9. Service over, 10-18.
At least he's made double figures.
Service over, 19-10.
So just 2 points away from a 6th final in 6 tournaments played this year. And remarkably, the first ever Grand Prix Gold tournament final. Match points have arrived. 28 minutes into the match.
Match point 10.
Well, a wonderful display from Kento Momota. Absolutely destroying Lee Hyun. 21-8, 21-10. He has announced his arrival back on the big stage as Kento Momota, and he's done it in style. Less than 30 minutes. In fact, only 28 minutes. And there is confirmation of his victory against the former champion here, Lee Hyun. Momota through to the final. 21-8, 21-10. So after that very one-sided men's singles with Kento Momota absolutely storming through against the former champion here, Lee Hyun, we turn our attention to men's doubles, and it's the defending champions, the only defending champions in the tournament now, Li Zhihui and Li Yang of Chinese Taipei. They're up against Kim Won-ho and So Seung-jae of Korea. Now, as far as the men's doubles draw is concerned, 6 different nations at quarter-final stage, 4 seeds, 2 in each half of the draw. And now at semi-final stage, only 2 seeds are left in, 1 in each half, and 4 different nations involved. It's always lovely to see 4 different nations involved at semi-final stage, and it's only the 4th time that's happened this year, after the Thailand Masters, the US Open and the New Zealand Grand Prix Gold event. Well, here come the #1 seeds and defending champions, Li Zhihui and Li Yang, fresh from their tour of Europe, where they won their first ever Super Series title in Paris. Won the French Super Series, beating Bo and Morgensen, who had been the defending champions in that final. Semi-final, they beat the